What's up with it, man? Oh, Polo Sports Talking ENT, and this is Polo Motivation, bro. Look, man, this R. Kelly situation, man. I'm not gonna go in depth and detail about it. Y'all know the situation, and if you don't, go ahead and look the information up. You're supposed to learn from this. What TJ? Y'all and definitely rep for the LDBC all day. Look, man, the situation with Kels, man, you got to learn from this situation. And what I mean by that is a lot of we put ourselves in situations where we end up getting in quicksand and we can never get out of it. We think that we think that we're gonna get away with everything all the time, man, but trust me, you're not. He had it coming. Out there that's negative in the universe, it's gonna come back to you. Let me repeat that again because I don't think you know, some idiots they don't understand that shit. Whatever you put in the universe, it's going to come back to you. So that karma that is going to come back to you, it can come in many different forms, and it don't have to hit you. It could hit somebody close to you. It could hit somebody not so close to you, but somebody that you know. You got to wake up and realize what you're doing right now has an effect on what you go through tomorrow. A lot of us think that we're gonna just go ahead and go through life getting away with negative shit, just doing all this bad, man, and ain't nothing gonna happen. Or you feel like, oh, okay, well, I I don't live that life anymore. Nah, 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 nah. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. Okay, because you still gotta pay you still gotta pay repercussions and for the consequences from whatever you did that was negative. You know what I'm saying? So if and not only that, think about who you done traumatized. In this situation right here with R. Kelly, you gotta think about who who you done affected, whose lives you done traumatized, what kind of seeds that you done planted. Because it's okay to sit up here and be like, okay, well, it didn't hurt me. I didn't get hurt by it. Whatever desire that you might have had, whatever form of lust that you might have had, whatever form of addiction that you might have had, it may not hurt you, but guess who it's hurting? It's hurting that person in which you are close to, or you might have inflicted that pain upon, and they mentally and physically messed up for the rest of their lives. Well, guess what happens? That's going to come back on you, especially when you're talking about something that's not developed, such as a mind, such as a child's mind. You know what I'm saying? If you abuse a person or you scar them or something like that, guess what? That pain is gonna come back to you, and it's gonna come back in a hurt that you it's gonna be unbelievable. So you gotta watch what you do. You gotta watch what you're saying to people. You gotta watch how you talking to people. You gotta watch how you treating people, man. Listen, none of us are perfect. We all human damn beings. We gonna mess up from time to time. That's just human nature. You're supposed to make mistakes. That's how you learn and that's how you grow. But see, common sense. I don't tolerate individuals that know better. If you're a grown man and you're a grown woman, especially past the age of 25 or 30 or something like that, and you're doing you're doing something that's wrong and what you know the consequences about, I don't feel no type of remorse for you. Okay. Now I said I wasn't going in depth in detail, but I'll talk about this just briefly about R. Kelly. I'll say this: when he was in that interview with Gail King a long time ago, and he was sitting there whimpering and crying, "Why you messing with my life?" and all this other stuff. No, nobody feeling sympathy for you on that right there. You put your own self in that situation. You bringing it on yourself. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't sit up there and cry about something in which you know the consequences. If you're moving weight, guess what? You can't cry about it if you got to do jail time. If you go out there and you roll out and you go and go whoop somebody ass, you can't you can't be mad if somebody or two or three more people come back and whoop your ass. If you cheating on a girl or whatever, or you cheating on your wife and you messing around with like 50 other girls or whatnot, you can't be mad if you walk in one day and she with somebody else up in your bed. If you sitting up in there being rude and disrespectful to other people or whatever or something like that, and then somebody is rude and disrespectful to your family member or something like that, you got to think about, okay, well, what did I do for that pain or for that situation to come about? It's just situations like that. It has to do with the universe, and a lot of y'all don't realize that. I mean, even on this social media thing, all this stuff that you say to people on here and stuff like that, guess what? That's added stuff on the universe. And you have to understand, okay, I said this, so I can't be mad if somebody comes with me and I get the same smoke. We could sit here and you can laugh at R. Kelly all you want. Yeah, we got that sucker and all this other stuff and say this about him and say that about him. But let's think about it, man. Let's talk about the skeletons that's in your closet. You don't want to talk about that, do you? Because R. Kelly ain't the only one that's doing this type of shit. R. Kelly ain't the only one that's making mistakes and doing foul stuff and uh, doing stuff that he ain't supposed to. There's a lot of other R. Kellys out there. They just not talking about them. They just not in the media. They just not famous. They just probably don't have millions of dollars. He said they only going to protect you so long. You will be the scape, yeah, the scapegoat when the shit hit the fan. Absolutely, facts, Nola. Nola knows what I'm talking about. Listen, all y'all people that didn't help that person out when they needed help, you can't be mad if that person doesn't want to have anything to do with you when you come back and you try to reach out to them again, and I know it might sound cheesy. I know it might when I say this, you have to treat other people like you want to be treated. Do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. And that's in the Bible. I know it might sound cheesy, but it's a real thing. If you treat people fucked up, guess what? They're gonna treat you fucked up. And not only that, they might do it to a whole nother level than what you might do it. Or another person might do it to a whole nother level than what you might have did it. And you can't be mad. You can't be mad about that. You can't be crying. You can't shrivel up. You can't be frustrated at nobody but yourself. You have to let this be a lesson. If things ain't going your way, if you're not progressing like you're supposed to, think about how you treat people. Think about what you done did in the past. It goes hand in hand. You can't expect to see progress if all you're gonna be doing is putting a negative outpour into the universe. It don't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It don't work that way. They have a lot of what's up, Omar? I see you in the building. They have a whole lot of celebrity doing that shit. Yeah, absolutely. R. Kelly isn't the only one, and not just celebrities. It's not just celebrities, man. It's regular damn people like you and me, James. It's regular damn people. This type of stuff that R. Kelly doing. This ain't nothing new. But see, the difference is that uh, I know where I'm from. I know where Nola from. I know where a couple of other cats from. Oh, they gonna put hands on you. You're not gonna be roaming around free like that and just think everything's all smooth sailing. Shit, jail is the escape route. And man, look, everybody wishing that he'll go to General Pop, but that's we don't know if that's gonna happen. But all I'm gonna say is this: if you sat up there for 1 second and you gave him any benefit of the doubt or anything all these years, you need to slap yourself. See, a part of you wants to be like, man, you love his music and everything, but at the same time, you wanna destroy that nigga too at the same instance. It's because you were probably such a big fan of his, but at the same token, you was like, man, how the hell could you do some shit like that? Well, that's how you feel about a lot of guys that might have did you wrong. You might have known somebody that you was real cool with and everything, and they took something from you or did something, did you wrong or something like that, and you like, man, I can't even look at you the same. I don't even want you around me. Whether it's a friend or a family member or something like that. And don't tell me y'all haven't had people like that. Let it be a lesson. Let it be a lesson, man. People are always gonna be conniving, evil, backstabbing, all that stuff towards you. Yeah, exactly. And as you climb up the ladder, and as you get more successful, it's gonna be more temptation. It's not gonna get any easier. It's not gonna get any easier. And you gotta learn how to be smart. You gotta learn how to maneuver. You gotta learn from this R. Kelly situation. It's funny, and this is my last point before I go ahead and hit this gym. It's funny because you notice there's a lot of people that you probably done met in your lifetime in which they started off real humble. They were hungry. They wanted success. They wanted a piece of that pie. They wanted all the material things and all of that stuff or whatever in which they didn't have. Then once they got it, guess what? They started acting completely different. They started treating you completely different. They forgot where they came from. More importantly, guess what? They started doing shit that they wasn't supposed to do. And look where it landed them, you know? So let this be a lesson. If you're doing something that you're not supposed to, I don't care whether it's at the highest level, I don't care if it's at the lowest level. Man, karma is karma. Karma is karma. It's gonna come back to you regardless. And that's why I never sweat on what anybody says. Here, look, I'm not gonna talk about somebody to a certain extent to where I know it might hurt them because I'm gonna feel that hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna treat people how they want to be treated. Now, when it comes to talking head uh, or talking trash or something like that, that's different. You know what I'm saying? I got a dinosaur skin, and I know a lot of other people like my boy Nola. Uh, Salute to you, Big Who. I see you in the building. And TJ, they know how we rock in the LDBC, man. You gotta have dinosaur skin, But I'm talking about like just real life, man. You need to know how to treat people, man. Because if you're not doing the right thing, trust me, the wrong thing is gonna come to you. Like this video, share it, subscribe, hit the notification. Till then, man, it's Polo Sports talking ENT, man. I'm gonna get at y'all later, man.